And welcome to CAWcreations for Saturday, what is it, July 7th, 2018. I am Shelf KAL on Instagram and Ravelry. It's a little early. If you are a new viewer, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Grab your cup and we'll sit and talk about knitting and books I've read for a little while. I have coffee in here this morning. I need coffee today. So I'm going to start. Did I introduce myself? Yes, I did. I'm coming from Prince Edward Island, Canada, where I live with my family and with my two youngest kids and my husband and my dog Molly. And my two youngest kids are both university age, so it's a kind of a neat transition going on right now, where they're pretty busy with their own lives. So let's get started about knitting. The first thing that I knit that I finished is what I'm wearing. This is the Binsey sweater by Fiona Alice. I love how it turned out. I wasn't quite sure about the neckline after I finished it because it's kind of big and wide, but it is so comfy. And it's made in an Aran weight yarn, and of course I use Fleece and Harmony yarn, so mine is so soft. It's 60% lamb's wool, 40% Corriedale wool, so, and it's soft enough when you buy it, and it's soft in the skein, but then when you block it and everything, it's so comfy. And then to knit up this Binsey sweater, Fiona Alice designed it, and she's from Nova Scotia, and she's a designer there. And Mom actually picked out the design. She and I decided we were going to do a sweater together. So Mom's knitting one as well. And so Mom picked out the pattern when we were at Knit East, and we each bought a pattern. And I finished mine. Mom's to about here on hers. Mine's in Fleece and Harmony quartz, and Mom's is in Fleece and Harmony blueberry preserves, which is like my favorite Fleece and Harmony color. But when I was knitting a sweater, I had to pick a different color. I have way too many purple things. way too many purple things. So, so yeah, this is my finished object. It is so cozy. It's almost too warm to wear right now, but I am so excited about it. What's neat about this pattern? I wasn't sure what to think of these big long underarms, but you don't really notice them once you're wearing it. I love that the on the sides you can see here that the back is a little bit longer than the front. And when I was knitting it, I was like, ooh, that's really short and wide. And I know I'm wide, but it's just the nature of the kind of ribbing that's on it. It accordions, and so it pulls up, and when you block it, it pulls right out. So it's really nice. I am so happy with this, and it's called the Binsey, and it's Fiona Alice, and she's on Ravelry if you're interested in purchasing the pattern. Oh, I just absolutely adore it. Anyway, so that's my one finished object I have. I've also drawn prizes. I was going to draw prizes for the worsted weight socks KAL, but nobody's participating. So can't give you prizes if you're not participating. So I decided to draw from the people who were in the stash or Shelf KAL. And the first name I drew, the first winner, was Michelle Holland. So Michelle has won one of my last, I have two skeins, the mini skeins of Mermaid's Lair from Bayview Fiber Arts. Oh, this yarn, and it's in her Providence Bay sock yarn. It's so soft, and the colors she picks, she hand dyes yarn. Just her color palette is my color palette. So you get a skein, a mini skein of Mermaid's Lair, and then the Progress Keeper. And oh, I love these. This is a little nautical themed Progress Keeper from Bayview Fiber Arts from Paula as well. She's in New Brunswick, Canada, but you can go to her website, www.bayviewfiberarts.com, to look at her stuff. It's amazing stuff. You really got to check her out. I made a Find Your Fade entirely in her yarn, and it's amazing. The colors just pop and it washes like anything. Yeah, so good. And then a lip balm. Which one's left? Oh, Chocolate Mint by Knitty Little Secret. We had ordered pom-poms. Oh, they're so cute, these rainbow pom-poms. And she sent a bunch of these. She makes her own lip balms and different things. And she sent these as little thank you gifts, and one for a prize. So that's going to Michelle Holland. And I had to draw a second winner because I had planned to give away one of Michelle's knitting bags. And Michelle can't win her own bag, so I drew another name. And so Karen Shaw has won this gorgeous knitting bag. It's in Prince Edward Island tartan, and it's reversible. So it's also in Canada tartan. And it's one of these cool bags where you kind of flip it over to, oh, I just love it. It's so cute. And then, of course, to go in the bag, she needs something. So she gets a Mermaid's Lair, and this is the last one of the Mermaid's Lair, and the same Progress Keeper from Paula as well. So those are 2 prizes that will be going out this week. Keep entering the knit-alongs I have going on. So the knit-alongs I have going on are the stash or shelf. So that means you have to knit a project where you already have the pattern on your shelf or the yarn in your stash. So it's not something you've bought in this calendar year. So you have to have bought it 2017 or earlier. And then you knit it up. So it's trying to use up what you have, which is what I definitely need to do. I'm still trying to clean out my office. I should shame myself is what I should do. I should take the video camera up after I'm done recording so you can see how bad, because my office, it's really my craft room. So I've pulled out, I started cleaning it probably February. Oops, I'm not a big cleaner. Don't love cleaning. And I just haven't pulled it all together, and I'm trying to reorganize, so I pulled everything out and it looks worse than when I started right now. And the reason I'm doing it, my dad had made me this beautiful bookshelf, and I just took it in from Mom and Dad, so I'm putting all my stash on the bookshelf, and so I can see it when I've bought little cases so that I can see my yarn, but it's all enclosed. So yeah, I'll do that after. I'll do that. I'll give you some beach pictures. It's been beautiful here on Prince Edward Island, except for the last week. The last week's been horrible. Well, it's not been horrible. The weather is beautiful. The humidity, the humidex is up, and there's kind of a Canadian heat wave, so I can't breathe with my asthma. And breathing's kind of important. So I've been pretty much staying in by the heat pump. And oh my gosh, I'm so glad we have the heat pump now, because I don't know how I would have done it, how I would have breathed without it. Anyway, we're not here to complain about my breathing issues. We're here to talk about knitting. So this is my one finished object. I really, really love it. I will put a couple more pictures in here. The problem with taking pictures of this is that the quartz color, I'm horrible. I'm absolutely horrible. I can't get the color right when I take pictures of it. Ugh. And so I have all these beautiful pictures on a beach, and the color of the sweater's just completely blown out. So if you want a true color of this quartz from Fleece and Harmony, go to Fleece and Harmony's website, www.fleeceandharmony.com. .com or .ca? I'll put it down here. Oh, I should have waited till my coffee kicked in before I recorded, but I find if I do that, then I don't record. So anyway, yeah, finished object number 1, and now work in progress. I am working on a million things that I can't show you, and I still want to. I've got a beautiful baby blanket coming out through Fleece and Harmony next month. So it should, I hope it comes out in August. I was the slow one, so I'm not sure if it'll come out in August or not. I just got my stuff to the graphic designer last night, so we will see. But I'm knitting up these socks. What are they called? Oh dear. The traveling socks by ravenswood-fibre-co, and I love them. They've got this cool little pattern. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just kind of a little holes that go in a kind of a diagonal down the sock, and then at some point you stop doing the flat area. Oh, I love them. And of course I'm doing them with ravenswood-fibre-co yarn, and I'm using a sock blank, sorry, and I love it. So yeah, so I'm working on that. I'm not going as quickly as I would like, but you can see the last time I showed you where I was to here, I've gotten a little bit done. But like I said, I've been working so much on a couple of new patterns that I really haven't finished much of anything. And then this week, in the middle of the heat wave, Vicky starts teasing me about where is her blanket. I bought her the yarn for an Afghan for her graduation from high school, but I told her I would knit it up and she wouldn't get the Afghan till her graduation from university. Just gives me time to knit. I hope I get it to her before then, but we shall see. So anyway, it's just a really easy Afghan pattern that I've used before, and you're supposed to use like bulky yarn to do it, but of course she didn't like the colors that the bulky yarn came in, so we picked out some other yarn. I bought her 100% acrylic because she's going to be, well, right now she's going to UPEI, but I'm assuming she'll be going traveling, so I wanted something she could wash and wouldn't have to worry about. She knows how to care for wool because all of my kids have to know how to care for wool, but I would rather it that she doesn't have to worry about it for now, and so she's really excited about it, and I really should finish it. So my focus is on getting that one done, and Gavin's blanket. Gavin's birthday was last week, so I see 11. I started this blanket when he was a baby. I really need to finish it, but I haven't. Oh, unfinished projects, the bane of my existence. Unfinished projects. I'm sure I'm ADHD. I've never been diagnosed, but I love that start and the planning of a project and that follow through. That's hard for me. Once I learn how to do a pattern sequence and I know it, I'm not as motivated to finish a project. And yeah, so. But it's a pattern that's coming out in October on the calendar, so I really need to finish it. And I apologize to those of you who have been have the calendar, the ebook calendar. I'm gonna have to do like a bonus pattern or something for you because some of the patterns are late. The soap cover pattern is still not out, and the sky socks, I think. Anyway, sky slouch socks are the July pattern, and they're not out yet. I'm trying to redesign my layout of my pattern so that it's easy to read I'm going to get the font a bit bigger and give space so that the charts look much better than they do currently on my patterns. So I'm playing with that, and I only know enough of Photoshop InDesign to be dangerous. I just know enough to kind of half set things up, so I set them up wrong. Anyway, but I can't afford, when it's a pattern coming out from CAWcreations and not from Fleece and Harmony, I can't be paying, I'm not making enough on the patterns to be paying a graphic designer to have them all come out. So yeah, I've got to do it on my own. So I'm working through it, but I'm slow. So please just be patient with me. What else is going on? Oh, it was Canada Day last Sunday. And so we have a Canada Day party here. And we had so much fun. We do a washer toss tournament. And what I love about it is it's the party where the kids and parents come and everybody plays in the tournament, no matter how big or small you are. And it's really cute because some of the kids, like my nephew Jack, well, Vicky, when she was younger, she's getting less competitive and more about fun now. But and my nephew Jack is now the one who's really into being competitive about it. And it's really fun to watch because some adults come in and think, oh, I'm going to win this. And then they get knocked out by one of the kids in the first round. But when kids decide they're going to concentrate on something and learn how to do it, they really go to town. This year, Jack needed to get some of the official washers from our set. So Tim went out one year and bought all these washers. And really all he did was, how many's in the hardware store that I can get enough that every washer toss box has the exact same washers in it. And that's all he did. But Jack needed to get the official washers, so he got the official washers and was practicing, and he and Taylor did really well. Anyway, it was fun. And so people come and do that, and they stay because usually you can see the fireworks from our backyard. And we've been here for years now, since 2006? So quite a while. And this is the first year where we haven't been able to see. The fog rolled in just before the fireworks, and so we weren't able to quite see the fireworks. Apartment or CAWcreations. Anyway,